Hello folks, how are you doing? And welcome to our channel. So I'm back off holiday and the first video that I'm going to do back off holiday is do a catch up on the Lucy Letby case. I am aware that whilst we were away, I think it was 3 consultants have been arrested. I've got some notes here. Oops, I've put something on my screen. Let me take that off. Um, 3 ex-bosses arrested for gross negligence and manslaughter. I was going to read it whilst away, but we had a really weird internet connection because we were on a cruise, so I've not been able to do it. So we're going to do that. I've also got a brand new deck, which I think will work wonders with this case. So we're possibly going to revisit some of the other areas we've already looked at. And it's the investigation deck by Trish James. And I've just got that, so I'm looking forward to using that. So we're going to look at, oh, as well, there's a possibility of her being charged with more killings, and a look at the overall case using this new deck to see what this new deck brings up. So let's go for it. How are you all doing? Let me know in the comments. The deck that I'm going to be using, have I shown you it? I don't know. There you go. It's Trish James investigation deck, and with that, we're going to be looking at the Lucy Letby case. So get yourself a drink and settle back and enjoy. So, 3 ex-bosses. Let's just have a look at the energy overall before we look at the specifics. So, just showing me the current present energy of the Lucy Letby case. I have done other videos on this channel in relation to Lucy Letby. They will be in the playlist section. And if you go to World News, they will be included in those World News videos. So if you want to track my journey with this, then you can revisit those in the playlist. And I will put this video into the World News. I know it's not a Thursday video that I do, but it is what it is. So temperance, life in balance. So we've got temperance has just fallen out the deck. Life in balance. Let's keep pulling. So show me the Lucy Letby case, the current energies of the Lucy Letby case. Current energies, Lucy Letby case, please. So, stranger unknown to me. A stranger unknown to me. The card at the bottom of the deck. Oh, a web of lies. A web of lies. When I was getting ready for this video, one of the things I did when I came back, just because I've not been in this room for 2 weeks, I gave it a clean. And every time I was thinking about this particular video that I want to film this morning, I was getting a web of lies. And I was also getting that it's not as simple as people think, that that's the guilty one, they're innocent, that this is a whole web of lies that we will possibly never ever get to the bottom of. And I was shown a web of lies. I was also shown a meeting of, let's just say, a group of officials, consultants, whatever, coming together, possibly for quite some time, allegedly, according to the insight that I had, of getting their stories straight, making sure that they're all saying the right things at the right time. Let's keep pulling. I'll read on these cards once we've pulled them. Body is hidden. Interesting. So body is hidden. We'll come back to these cards in a minute. There is a person of interest here. This deck smells quite nice, actually. First time I've used it, I think. Group involvement. It's a group involvement. It's not just one person, it's a group involvement. You could say that could be group and neglect, allegedly, according to the tarot. Group involvement, there's people feeding off of this, people looking after their own interests, people have a lot invested in this and involved in this, looking after their own backs. Dark web or recorded. So could this be that things have been deleted, information's been deleted? This is a dark web. Now, I can't really go too far with this reading for various reasons for my own personal safety. Not that I have any connection to this, but I do know that the area in which we're talking about, i.e. the NHS, has it's an institution that likes to look after itself. And it's never just one simple thing. It's always a dark web. Um, how far that dark web goes and how dark it is, God knows. Please find me. But that's a child. Please find me. Now you could say that could be the children. Please have, get justice for me because believe you me, I've read on this quite often, and I don't for 1 minute. Let's just say that Lucy Letby is the main player here. I have polled many times on her on camera and off camera, and she always gets cards of innocence. She just does. Um, the chariot vehicle or moved. Something's been moved here. Could there be other children involved in this? Evidence being moved. Things. mm, Son, yes, correct path. So we're on the correct path in what we're thinking. Could I have a card for Lucy Letby's energy at this current time, please? A card for Lucy Letby's energy at this current time, please. Accomplice or had help. Interesting. So I feel that this could be that there are people trying to help her at this minute, that she isn't alone. The fool, risk taken. The risk taken. Um, I'm being shown an energy of it's hard to, it's because I know many people that follow me also have similar views to myself with this. Um, and I think if you've been following this for a while, you know that it stinks for many different reasons. But it's almost like there's an energy here of her, possibly of, let's just say there's a group of them that worked together and they were all looking out for their own backs. But it was her innocence and naivety that led her to this. Um, you can also say with that if she is guilty of something, be it neglect or whatever, there's also somebody else involved in this. It's not just her. There's other people involved in this. And one more card for her energy, current energy. Inside job taken out. Inside job taken out. So this is an inside job, according to the cards allegedly. Inside job and taken out. One more card, please. Not involved and unaware. So this is again for Lucy Letby. Not involved and unaware. Ooh, interesting. Right, let's look at the current news at the time of filming. What date is today? What are we on? We're on the 6th of July today. So according to what I've looked on the news, three new arrests have been arranged. Oh, I was meant to say made, but it came out arranged. Okay, thank you for that. Let me just get my notes over here so I'm not talking away from the camera. Three ex-bosses arrested for gross negligence and manslaughter, allegedly. Let's have a look at the energy behind this. In fact, let's look at their energy. Ooh, okay, we've got two that have sprung out. Ooh, drugged or poisoned. Digital footprint. So there's a digital footprint here. The devil. And that says narcissist, torture, rage. So this is dark stuff. Really dark stuff. This isn't just, I mean, the case itself isn't just simple. It's a dark case. The death of children is dark, but this, I feel, the more you look at it, the more you investigate it, could go darker. But these people that have been arrested are cold. What did I get? What's my saying that I always say? Deep, dark, and dangerous. I kept getting that this morning that these people that have been arrested possibly are deep, dark, and dangerous. How deep, dark, and dangerous they are, but they're not to be messed with, I'm hearing. So interesting. Marks left behind, there's evidence left behind. Deal organized. That's what I said I saw. I saw deals being arranged. These meetings that have been going on with people connected to the case, as in the institution, tied or restrained. I mean, this, you could look at it if you want to go really deep, dark, and dangerous and say there could be underworld stuff here. But also, as well, this is her Lucy Letby. It reminds me of the Eight of Swords, which, if you don't know the card, I won't get it out for you. It's basically the woman that's tied with eight swords around her. She's got a wristband, she's got the blindfold on, and, she feels trapped. And it's her, it's tied or restrained. Could Lucy know a lot? Could it have been? I mean, one of the downloads I had on holiday when I was thinking about this case again was that she possibly wanted to whistleblow and knew about it. But, being there, seeing that, got the t-shirt, as in myself, I know it can be like to whistleblow. And when you whistleblow, it's the end of you. Um, cannot see clearly. That looks like the Eight of Swords, doesn't it? Cannot see clearly with the blindfold on. Think about it differently. Thinking about it differently. I'm seeing one of them, I don't want to say more innocent than the others, but if there's possibly either one person or two people here that are really into it. And there could be one of them that's more junior that has got tied up in this, literally tied up in it. The ringmaster, it's organised. Ringmaster and organised, yes. And one more card, Emperor, father figure in charge. So this is the powers that were within that institution. Um, one more card, and then I'll just put that deck there. And what's this? The Empress, mother figure, empathy. So this can also be the parents of the children, the family of the children. Um, what comes after that? Out of the picture. So the families are being kept out of the picture. The families are not being told the full information. Um, I'm seeing a particular family that's lost a child, and it's almost like you do feel like this when you're going through a court case and you think, when it comes to an end and that person, gets justice or whatever, it'll be over for us and then we can recover. But there's an energy here with this particular family that I'm seeing, and it could be an analogy for all of the families that actually, will we ever get to the bottom of this? And is this even deeper and darker than we've ever believed? Um, and then they're starting to realize that it's not as simple as they thought. Okay, right. So looking back on these cards, just summarizing them before I scoop them up, is drugged or poisoned. Could, things being used I mean, this could be things that have happened to the baby. Could this be over-prescribing? Could this also be under-prescribing? Could this be prescribing the wrong things, not monitoring, etc.? It could also be as well, allegedly according to the card. It's daft, isn't it? Allegedly according to the cards. Were the people in charge of this unit, this hospital? Were they under the influence of something, be it alcohol, be it recreational drugs, be it prescription drugs? There's a digital footprint, so something has come up, something has been researched. I'm also seeing like someone that's been able to not hack the system, but get into systems where things have been deleted. And this has taken a lot of pushing. And what I'm being shown is this actually should have come up a long time ago, but there was lazy policing, allegedly, according to the possible lazy policing, money shortages. These arrests should have happened a long time ago, and I'm wondering if it could have actually shown a bigger picture. Marks left behind, so they've left things behind, evidence. Deals have been done. I mean, that can be like, societal, the who's, handshakes, and there could even be secret society involvements and that kind of thing. Um, Tied and restrain, throwing Lucy to the wolves, trying to hide things. Let's just recap this. We have the Emperor and the Empress out of the picture, the families being kept out of the picture. Um, the people being kept out of the picture, the everyday people that read the news, etc. Thinking about it differently, someone's having second thoughts. There is a ringmaster here. Organized. This could be the institution that could be the ringmaster. It could be all of it. It could be certain people, a certain person. It could be the institution itself. Okay. Right. Now I want to look at the possibility of Lucy being charged with more crimes. Okay. So show me the energy in relation to Lucy Letby being charged with more crimes. Let me just, yes, I've got this thing about not recording on YouTube. You know that, don't you? So, show me the energy of the news of Lucy Letby being charged with a possibility of being charged with more crimes. Show me the energy behind this, please. Okay. We've got the tower, chaos, or in a building. Chaos or in a building. Let's have a look at that. It's interesting. That's like a clock, isn't it? This is the institution itself. It's what's the saying? Something like crumbling from the inside out, exploding from the inside out. One last ditch attempt from the institution itself or the building, etc. Department, all of it. Let's keep pulling. Did not go to plan. So something here did not go to plan. Now, was this, let's throw the evidence in that direction or throw her to the wolves? She'll go down. We're free. We can get on with it, but that's not gone to plan. There are many people, truth seekers, and etc., 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 that have said, actually, no, there's something else going on here. So this didn't go to plan. So they're going to throw in something else. And that could even be tied in with these new arrests. The lovers, relationship. Let's keep pulling. Justice, law, legal, trial. Let's keep pulling. We'll pull them and then we'll read them. Wheel of Fortune, payback. I wanted out. Somebody. That card on my table has been put underneath the lovers. Was she in a relationship with somebody, or did somebody feel attracted to her and she rejected them? Is there that? I mean, I know that that type of stuff does go on in that institution, but there's somebody here that wanted out. Hangman, delays or sacrifice. She's been sacrificed. I firmly believe that. The Hermit, kept in the dark. Is Lucy Letby being kept in the dark? Interesting cards, aren't they? Purposely disappeared. That's interesting. That's a like a female and a child purposely disappeared. It's almost like I've asked the question, but I'm getting a different answer to something I've not asked. Does that make sense? Judgment, harsh sentence. Judgment, harsh sentence. Okay. We'll do one more card. Dark intention or motive. I'm feeling there could even be somebody else here. I don't, allegedly according to the tarot, um, that was to blame, possibly another nurse. There's a female I'm seeing, and it's not Lucy, but there's another female. Could this be a female? I mean, again, this thing goes on where she's gotten like an attraction to somebody in the hospital and she's covered up for somebody, and it's just like a web of lies. I don't want to go too deeply into it. We don't need to. Um, Having a crush on a consultant, that type of thing. I'll cover up anything you need. It's yuck. Right, let's have a look at what's coming next with the Lucy Letby stuff. Oop, what's coming next in the Lucy Letby trial? Lucy Letby case, actually. Ah. Well, when I was shuffling then, um, I got that this isn't as simple as we think in order to bring her back to justice, to like retrial or whatever, or get her out, because we've, as we've said, it's very complex and layered and deep, dark and dangerous. But over the past few days, I had a dream about Jimmy Savile. Now, for those of you that know, Jimmy Savile was a person in the UK who was prominent, 50s, no, not 50s, 70s, 80s, 90s, early noughties, and was an abuser and attached himself to institutions, etc., etc., etc. Um, and it just feels as though, like with that, it was you're never going to get to the bottom of it. It's never. So would we ever get to see it a retrial? Too many people have got too much to lose. That's what I'm feeling. Um, what's coming in future with this whole case? So show me what's coming in the future with this whole case, please. The hermit kept in the dark. So temporarily, we're going to be kept in the dark. Not everything's been shown, and we're also being asked to stay in our wisdom and to stay in the hermit energy. Repeat offender, somebody getting away with something. That feels like a Jack the Ripper energy as well, doesn't it? Um, we never found out who Jack. Well, they throw all kinds of things out about Jack the Ripper. I personally, and I've done work on this, have got my own views on. I think I've said in previous videos that Jack the Ripper wasn't just one person; it was a circle of people, a network of people, and I feel the same for this. You're going to be given names, but you're never going to get to the real core thing of this. And it could be that these people go on to repeat offend. Okay, or it could even be that this has happened in the past, previous hospitals, mental struggles or illness. So this could be Lucy herself or other people connected. It can also be the family, obviously going to be the families. Um, I'm also feeling this is a detective on the case as well that's struggling with their mental health. And the person that I'm seeing, it's almost like, did I really sign up for this when I became an officer? I wanted to bring people to justice. I wanted to crack crimes. And this person possibly could be laid off. You will possibly never hear about them, but they're going to possibly be laid off because they want to get to the bottom of it. Um, Crime of passion or desire. There's something here about desire. A crime of passion, but it's not the killing of a nurse, is it? I mean, not yet. That can always happen. But there's something here about passion or desire as somebody being rejected. Um, is that going to come up in future where somebody steps forward and says, actually, there was sexual harassment going or whatever? Out of the picture again, keeping somebody out of the picture. Person is known. So this is someone that is known. Know too much, want to talk. So somebody knows too much and they want to talk in the future. This could be as things go on, that they can't live with it. They can't live with the truth. They can't live with what they've seen. They can't live with their guilt. Ransom or note left. So this could be somebody dying, maybe even, you know, I hate, well, whoever they are, committing suicide and leaving a note. Um, Somebody being held to ransom. There's two crimes that are connected. So again, there's other stuff here. Two crimes connected. This could be stuff that's coming up in the future. And freedom. The woman with two candles, can you see that? So we've got freedom. Deeply involved or water. Deeply involved or water. Freedom. Can I have a clarifier for the freedom card, please? Did not go to plan. And aggressive attack. This is an aggressive attack. Freedom. Take this could also be taking someone's freedom from them, but it didn't go to plan and she could come out. Um, it could also be as well, when you're in an institution like that and you've got respect for your betters, um, well, you don't want to say if you're in a department and you don't really want to see it. Is this department as dark as I think it is? This is a place I come to work, and you can actually. I know it's not big, good, or clever, but we could do this in a relationship or a marriage or a friendship or a family dynamic where you don't want to see the darkness, so you'd rather not look at it. She could be guilty of that. Somebody else could be guilty of that. They've not wanted to see what's really going on in this institution. There's a lot. There's a lot. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please do like, comment, share, and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. And if you want to go to my playlist, well, our playlist, it's called Global News. I will put this video into it. And as I've said, I've done previous content on this, but I don't think I've ever done an individual video on her. Not on here anyway. So it will be in the global. You'll just have to look at the titles and just say, oh, Lucy, let me, I'll watch that. And yeah, we will be tracking this right through. Thanks for watching. Love to all. And yeah, it's good to be back. Thanks for watching. Bye.